Caves have life cycles, and each one of these life cycles are incredibly important to the process of actually making the said cave. I'm going to go through all of the different stages they may go through and what I like to deem an active cave or a dead cave, which just means it's inactive. I'm in an active cave. Now what that means is that there is water running through it, but there's actually a lot more to it than that. You see, caves start off with something called the initiation stage. And it's in the initiation stage where we find very small cracks that are in the limestone. Now, when water runs in these cracks, they start to make these cracks bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, that's because of the slight acidic property that rainwater has, and it's called carbonic acid. This carbonic acid, along with bits in the water that may abrase the limestone ever so slightly, begins to widen these passages so that they're big enough for someone like me to get into. And that's what we call the main stage. But the last stage, the key stage, I can't even find in this cave because there's water running through it quite a fair bit. It's always got wet mud and water. And that is the key that's making it a very alive cave, as it were, because it's still being made. This is a dead cave, and I'm just using that word dead. What I actually mean is it is going through the process of degradation. Now that could mean that there is no more water running through, meaning the passages are not getting bigger. But it could also mean that there's been a huge collapse. Maybe the whole cave has collapsed in on itself. But here, it could more likely be that there was a whole bit of mud in here that's been pushed in. You can see someone's dug out a little hole just there. Now the mud would have come in from glacial ice melt water, pushing that mud in. And it can happen to whole caves. They can be filled up with mud. That is a degraded cave. You can't go in it anymore. Which begs the question, can a cave de-age, so to speak? Can it become youthful once again? And the answer is yes, it can. And for this example, if you had a cave full of mud, it would only take a lot of water reintroduced to the system to begin to push that mud through bit by bit to make all of the cave not only hollow again, but begin to actually create bigger passages and newer passages too. If you've enjoyed this video, then please don't hesitate to support me in any way you can, be that a like, a subscribe, or you can head over to my Patreon. Thank you ever so much for my Patreons who make these videos worth it. It takes me a lot to get over here and get out here and get all this footage, so I appreciate that you guys enjoy my content so much. Thank you.